Good evening. Welcome back to PWT Reliant News with your host, Mosey Along. And tonight on America's Infrastructure, we're going to be talking about reverse warrants and why every American should be worried. We're looking at a threat that doesn't come from foreign adversaries, a criminal gang, or a hostile nation. Nope. It comes from right inside our own legal system, a surveillance tool called a reverse warrant. And if you value your liberties, your privacy, or your constitutional rights, this one deserves your full attention. A reverse warrant doesn't target a suspect. It doesn't target a criminal. It doesn't target a person under investigation. It targets everyone. And that's why civil liberties expert says it should worry every American. What a reverse warrant is. Now, our traditional warrant starts with a suspect. Police show probable cause. A judge approves the search. The investigation moves forward. A reverse warrant flips that process upside down. Instead of identifying a suspect, police demand data from everyone in a geographical area. Everyone who used a device near a crime. Everyone who searched a keyword. Everyone who passed through a location. It's a dragnet, additional fishing expedition, and it treats independent and innocent people as potential suspects simply because they existed near an event, what we used to call guilty through association. Civil liberties advocates call it guilt by proximity. There are three types of reverse warrants. Experts warn that reverse warrants come in three forms. Geoforce warrants, police demand data on every phone near a location. Keyword warrants, police demand data on everyone who searched a specific term. Tower dumps, police demand data from every device that pinged a cell tower. None of these start with a suspect. All of them start with you. Why? They're so dangerous. Reverse warrants raise alarms for several reasons. They bypass probable cause, the cornerstone of the Fourth Amendment. They sweep up innocent people who did nothing wrong. They create massive databases of private movement and behavior. They can be used to track political gatherings, religious attendance, or journalistic activity. They normalize surveillance as a default, not an exception. As Chad Marlowe argues, these warrants are reversed because they reverse the burden of proof. The government starts with everyone and works backward. Reverse warrants have already been used to identify people who walked past a crime scene, people who searched for a particular address, people who attended protests, people who drove through certain neighborhoods. In one case, a man was questioned simply because he biked past a burglary location on his morning commute. He wasn't a suspect. He just was there. Presence becomes suspicion. Data becomes evidence. Innocence becomes inconvenience. And here's the part that should make every listener pause. Reverse warrants don't require you to do anything wrong. They only require you to exist. And once a tool like that becomes normalized, it can be used for political monitoring, immigration enforcement, protest tracking, religious surveillance, investigative shortcuts. Civil liberties experts warn that once the government has a tool that can identify everyone, it rarely gives it up. Your worst nightmare from some of those science fiction shows and books y'all have been reading for the past 40 or 50 years. So tonight's reminder is simple. Reverse warrants aren't about catching criminals. They're about expanding surveillance. They don't target suspects. They target you and I, citizens. And they don't protect our liberty. They erode it. This is America's infrastructure you need to be aware of, because sometimes the danger isn't what the government sees, but how it chooses to look. So stay tuned, stay aware. Please go over to pwtrelynews.kinsta, KINSTA.cloud, CLOUD, and keep informed. Because once you lose your liberty, you'll never, ever get it back. Good night, have a good evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.